If you were a child in the 1950s, 60s, or 70s, you likely have fond memories of the Little Rascals, originally known as the Our Gang comedies. The story behind this iconic series is as captivating as the shorts themselves. In 1921, Hal Roach, a silent film producer, was holding auditions for a young girl. He found her overly made up and rehearsed, a stark contrast to the naturalness he was seeking. Looking out his window, he observed children at a nearby lumberyard engaging in spontaneous, boisterous play. This 15-minute observation sparked a brilliant idea, a series showcasing children behaving authentically, capturing the unscripted innocence of childhood. This simple yet brilliant concept led to the creation of a new children's series, initially titled Hal Roach's Rascals. The first pilot, Our Gang, wasn't initially satisfactory to Roach, prompting a reshoot. After receiving positive feedback from Hollywood theater screenings, the series was greenlit. The earliest episodes were silent films, featuring a cast primarily comprised of children recommended by studio employees. A notable exception was Ernest Frederick Morrison, also known as Sunshine Sammy Morrison. Initially hired for a short film featuring a young black boy, the series was short-lived due to the theater owner's apprehension stemming from prevailing racial biases. However, this led to Ernie becoming the first actor cast in Hal Roach's Rascals, a significant milestone as the first African-American actor signed to a long-term studio contract. He earned $200 a week for his roles in the silent comedies, before departing in 1925 following a salary dispute over a $75 raise. Many of the early shorts were filmed outdoors on location and incorporated animal characters, such as Dinah the Mule. Interestingly, the first short released to theaters, One Terrible Day, was actually the fourth one filmed. The pilot, Our Gang, followed nearly 2 months later. Ernie Sunshine Sammy Morrison, Mickey Daniels, Mary Kornman, and Alan Farina Hoskins emerged as the biggest stars of the early silent era. Farina, in particular, became immensely popular, achieving the status of the most popular black child star of the 1920s, starting his career at just 1 year old. Upon signing his final contract with Roach, Farina commanded a weekly salary of $350, exceeding that of any other cast member. By 1929, Our Gang transitioned to the talkies with the 25-minute film Small Talk. This era ushered in a change in cast members as the original actors moved on and new talent joined. The arrival of Matthew Stymie Beard and Jackie Cooper injected a real spark of personality into the series. Cooper's departure and Roach's subsequent sale of his contract to MGM in 1931 marked another turning point. The short When the Wind Blows, 1930, introduced background music, a jazz-inspired soundtrack that would become a defining characteristic of Our Gang films. 1931 brought more cast changes, including Jackie Cooper and Farina's departures, and the arrival of arguably the series' most famous member, George Spanky McFarland, at the tender age of 3. Spanky remained with the gang for 11 years, starring in some of the series' most memorable and, unfortunately, controversial shorts. One such short, 1933's The Kid from Borneo, is considered both hilarious and deeply problematic due to its racial humor and insensitive portrayal of disability. In this episode, Spanky mistakes Bumbo the Wild Man from Borneo, a character in tribal attire, for his Uncle George. The racially insensitive nature of the short led to its removal from television syndication, though it remains available on DVD releases. In 1933, Robert McGowan, the producer-director, burned out from working with the child actors. and unexpectedly left the series. A several-month hiatus ensued while a replacement was sought. Gus Mines, a former cartoonist and director of silent films, stepped in, helming Our Gang from 1934 to 1936, before leaving due to creative differences in 1937. 1935 witnessed the arrival of Carl Switzer and his brother Harold, who impressed Roach with a singing performance. Both brothers were signed, with Carl taking on the iconic role of Alfalfa, Spanky's sidekick. Alfalfa was renowned for his distinctive hairstyle and a surprisingly terrible singing voice, a trait actively encouraged by Roach. That same year, Darla Hood and Eugene Lee, Porky, also joined the cast. By 1937, the cast most people associate with the Little Rascals was finally assembled. Spanky, Alfalfa, Darla, Buckwheat, and Porky. However, declining profits prompted Roach to cease production and sell the rights to MGM in 1938 for $25,000. MGM subsequently produced 52 Our Gang shorts, generally considered by film historians to be inferior to the Roach-produced entries. By 1944, MGM canceled the series due to decreasing revenue and criticism of declining quality. The story continues. In 1949, Hal Roach reacquired the rights to the Our Gang catalog, 1927 to 1938, from MGM. Roach rebranded the shorts as The Little Rascals and re-released them in 1950. Despite the series' renewed popularity and profitability, none of the child actors received royalties from this reissue. In 1954, Allied artists syndicated the films for television, sparking a new wave of popularity. By 1957, MGM also syndicated their Our Gang shorts, leading some stations to air both packages together as the Little Rascals. Facing bankruptcy in 1963, Hal Roach Studios sold the rights to the Little Rascals to King World Productions. The early 1970s brought controversy over the racial humor present in some shorts. King World Productions responded by editing or removing several shorts from syndication. Edits ranging from 2 to 4 minutes were common, with some shorts significantly shortened, while 8 were completely removed. Shorts like Moan and Groan, Inc., A Lad in a Lamp, and The Kid from Borneo remained excluded from syndication packages for years, although all are now available on DVD. In conclusion, The Little Rascals was more than just a funny TV show. It was a cultural artifact reflecting both the innocence and prejudice of its time. The shorts that were banned from television are a testament to societal evolution, underscoring how far we've come. If you were a fan, share your favorite rascal and episode in the comments below. We appreciate your memories from a simpler time, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth looks at the shows that shaped your childhood.